last press conference here, and excited to get going out to this bowl. Obviously, as we've talked about, we're very honored to have an opportunity to represent our university, our administration, our fans, and our players in the Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. It's going to be a great bowl experience. We're going to kick off the bowl season at 2 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday, and it'll be the very first game played. It'll be on national TV, and I know a lot of household TVs will be turned on in Philadelphia and all around the country. So it's a great opportunity for us to be able to let people see the Temple brand, and we're really fired up about that. Our players have been working really hard in preparation. We love the timing of this thing for everything that I just talked about, and it gives our kids, our players, a chance to go compete at a high level, come back and enjoy the holidays with their families. So we couldn't be more thrilled. We're playing an opponent, Wyoming, from the Mountain West. Coach Christensen's done an unbelievable job there, and I think they got a dynamic offense. Their quarterback's dynamic. He's a runner. He's a thrower. He looks like one of those guys that's a special guy. He's a freshman of the year out there and just been a sensational player. They've got a bunch of talent on offense, on defense. They've changed their scheme at midpoint through the year and really done a phenomenal job with their defense in the second half of the season. 8-man front style defense. They've got some really good football players on both sides of the football. They played some outstanding non-conference opponents, and we have a great deal of respect for the Mountain West Conference. So this should be a really evenly matched game. Two good teams from two outstanding conferences playing each other, and really looking forward to the matchup. Any questions you guys have?
Steve, how much different is it preparing for a bowl game as opposed to a regular, and how much different for you now that you're in charge of getting a team ready for a game?
I mean, this is a pretty quick turnaround, so it's really just a bye week, really.
So it's a little different than if you were playing like December 29th or something?
It is.
Okay.
You're not going to get quite as many practices in. So we try to do the best we could to give our kids a week off, yet still get a number of practices that help the development of our younger players and also to prepare our team for this football game. I think the secret is that you practice hard, but you don't. Like I gave them Sunday off. I've tried to go no more than 2 days before they have a day off. We're also in exams, and real conscious of that. We'll practice today and tomorrow. They won't be long duration practices. We'll get up Wednesday morning. We'll meet. We'll board a plane. We'll go out there and get a afternoon practice in on site on Wednesday afternoon, and we'll have a Thursday practice on Thursday, and we're in our normal routine at that point. So I think our preparation's been good. It's been physical. We certainly haven't backed off, but we've been conscious and not letting it become mundane. And you don't want to lose your stinger. You want to make sure that your team is excited to play the game. My experience has been that a lot of teams get stale. Sometimes teams that play on New Year's Day, they go down for Christmas and they want to get to the good weather and they stay too long down there. Where I came from, we would always go later, go down, do our deal, and play the game. I believe in that, so that in mind here was how do I keep this team fresh mentally and physically and not feel like they lose their stinger. Well, I think we've done a good job. The kids are excited. We've had some spirited practices. And so I think we managed it the right way.
How about for you, just taking a team for the first time into one?
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking for. I mean, I did it at at Florida.
That's right.
But I think that the challenge for us has been we're in the frenzy of recruiting right now. We're preparing the team for a bowl game. We had our senior appreciation dinner last night. So we got a lot of balls in the air, so to speak, right now. And but as I told the staff, the good news is, as hard as it is right now, on December 18th, 17th, we fly back, and on the 18th, you have a chance to kick back and reflect on a great season and be able to be a normal human being and maybe go buy a Christmas present for your wife. And it'll be a dead period of recruiting at that point in time. So it'll be as hard as it is right now is as nice as it will be right then, as opposed to the flip of that would be, trying to get kids out of here to get home, to get them back, and everyone's scrambling, and I kind of like this alternative right here. I think think this is a heck of a deal. And I really like being first, because I believe that everyone will watch this game. I think in the middle there, people, it's one bowl game after another, you lose sight of what game is when, until the BCS games are played. So I think this gives us an opportunity for a great audience, and I think that's terrific. So I couldn't be more thrilled, and we're going to a different part of the country, and everything's about experiences. Our kids will get to experience a whole different venue from the Northeast, which I think in the big scheme of things is good for everyone to broaden their horizons, so I think it's good for all the above.
What was that senior appreciation banquet like, and what are some of the memories that jump out at you from this first group of guys to help you get acclimated?
Well, I mean, I think they were extremely loyal to us, and I thought that that came out last night. They were very appreciative and very loyal, and bought into everything we wanted to do, and there was never, ever a feeling of, well, that's not what we did before, or anything like that. So I just think that they set the foundation for this program and created a very, very good atmosphere for the young players, and a great role model and a great example. And we talked about that last night at the dinner. They came here as to a 1-in-10 program with great faith and hope that of where this would head. Coming out of here with an opportunity to win 31 games, be the winningest senior class in history, have an opportunity to be a part of 3 8-win or more seasons, have an opportunity to be a part of two bowl games in the last 3 years. So it was quite a great night. I thought the message from the kids back was how appreciative they were, how much they love Temple University, how great their experience has been here, and how honored and thrilled they are to have been a part of laying down the groundwork and the foundation for this football program as it moves forward.
How's Steve Coyer doing?
Good. He's been practicing. I wouldn't say he's 100% yet, but he's certainly feeling a ton better and should be ready to roll.
You expect him to start? Or?
I do.
Steve, what impresses you most about Wyoming?
Offensively, they're very explosive. The quarterback is a dynamic player. I think he's got some unique qualities. At least watching the videotape. Of course, I wouldn't have seen him in person, nor do I know him. But on the videotape, he looks like a tremendous competitor and a winner.
You said Wyoming changed their defense partway through the season. Did they improve themselves when they did that?
Yeah. I think some people are just quoting some stats, but early on they played some really good football teams, number one, and they looked like they must have felt they needed to change their schematics, and they did that. And I felt like they're much better. They're more of an 8-man front defense built more to stop the run. So that's what I see. So the stats are a little skewed, as stats can be sometimes. It's like us, our stats throwing the football probably aren't too great right now, but it's really a large reflection of the fact that we haven't had to, in the vast majority of our games, not all of our games. So, but our completion percentage is phenomenal. Our pass efficiency rather is really good.
Wyoming has the 4th best turnover margin in the country. Is that something that you stressed to your team, talked about protecting the ball on offense or trying to force turnovers on them?
I mean, we talk about it every week. It's part of our plan to win. So there's really not much more we can do other than that's what we do every single week. We talk about it, we emphasize it. Our kids know that, and we're pretty good in that area as well. So we just can't. Our plan to win: play great defense, win the turnover battle, excel in special teams, score in the red zone, run the football. Our plan to win matches us up good against this opponent. We've got to do what we do well, and if we play great defense and run the football, we're going to have a great opportunity in that football game. That's just where that is.
Stephen, both teams will deal with it, but is there going to be a little bit of a challenge playing with the altitude difference up there? Is that something that you guys talk about?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Just buckle your chin strap up, come off the ball, rock and roll, don't worry about it. Can't change it. I don't know. I wouldn't even know it if it hit me in the face. So, well, what's going to happen? Will I get off the plane and start gasping for air, or what's going to happen? I'm not sure.
Steve, do you get a sense that, especially maybe with the seniors, but that the kids went to a bowl game 2 years ago and didn't win? That 2 years ago it was kind of like not just happy to be at a bowl game, but we were at a bowl game for the first time in a long time.